So again, welcome to the lecture. This is our second lecture. In the previous lecture, we have seen what is mean by non-conventional energy source, what are their advantages, and also few disadvantages of the non-conventional energy sources. Now we will go for, then we have discussed at length the first source of non-conventional energy, which was known as biogas, biomass. Now let us come to the today's topic. The today's topic is biogas, where we are, as discussed earlier, this biogas is obtained from the biomass, isn't it? So biogas is a gaseous fuel obtained from biomass by process of anaerobic digestion, or what we can say is fermentation. The biogas is obtained from biomass such as rural or urban waste, which we normally call as garbage, then urban refuse, human excreta, rural and agricultural waste, cow dung, etc. Biogas is cheap secondary renewable energy. It is cheap, but it is secondary renewable energy. The raw in feed is mixed with water to assist the fermentation process. The biogas mainly consists of methane, carbon dioxide, and other impurities such as biogas. Such a biogas is used as a fuel for kilns, furnaces, for domestic purposes in kitchen, as fuel for internal combustion engines, and for producing mechanical energy by biogas operated IC engines. So along with my video lectures, I will also be giving the links of different YouTube videos. So I request you to go through the videos attached with this, with my main video. Links will be given so that you can have more understanding how the gas is generated, what is meant by biomass, how biogas is obtained from that, etc. Now, with this, let us move to the next topic or subtopic, we can say biogas plants. Biogas plant, the plant which converts biomass into biogas. Biomass to biogas is converted into a plant which we call as a biogas plant. By the process of anaerobic digestion is generally called as biogas plant. Gobar gas is biogas obtained from cow dung. The feed slurry is fed into digester, which we call as a reactor also, for fermentation directly to the digester or via inlet tank. Seeding matter, which is normally bacteria-rich substance, is added to the slurry in the digester to start and accelerate the process of anaerobic digestion. The biomass slurry is retained in the digester for several days. Normally, this range of days to be kept is 30 to 60 days to allow the anaerobic fermentation. म्हणजे काय करतात, जे काही बायोमास आहे ते त्या प्लांटचे जे मेन भाग आहे, ज्याला आपण डायजेस्टर असं म्हणतो, त्या डायजेस्टरमध्ये काय करतात, सर्व बायोमास त्यामध्ये टाकतात. त्याचबरोबर बॅक्टेरिया रिच सबस्टन्स त्यामध्ये टाकतात, पाणी वगैरे त्यामध्ये टाकतात आणि त्याला सडू देतात. सडल्यानंतर काय, त्यातून असं गॅस फॉर्म होतो, isn't it? So that gas is collected. So this time period is called a retention time, the time for which the biomass is kept inside the digester for fermentation, that is called as retention time. Then the retention time varies with size of the biogas plant, type of infeed ambient temperature, rate of in-feed, etc. Now retention time, the time for which the biomass is to be fermented, is to be kept for fermentation, that will obviously depends upon various parameters. First parameter is the ambient temperature, how the temperature of the surrounding is. Normally उन्हाळ्यामध्ये टेम्परेचर जास्त असेल, हिवाळ्यामध्ये टेम्परेचर कमी असेल. सो नॉर्मली काय होतं, उन्हाळ्यामध्ये बायोगॅस लवकर तयार होईल. रेट ऑफ इनफीड, त्याच्यामध्ये जो आपण बायोमास रोज जो टाकतो आपण, तो रोज किती प्रमाणामध्ये टाकतो, कशा पद्धतीने टाकतो त्यामध्ये, दॅट ऑल्सो विल डिसाइड द रिटेन्शन टाइम. The temperature of digester is kept in between 25 to 63 degrees Celsius. The biogas is obtained from the outlet pipe on the digester tank. बायोगॅस जो तयार होईल तो काय केला जातो, परत बाहेर जो आउटलेट काढलेला आहे, वरच्या बाजूला आउटलेट असतो, पाईप असतो काढलेला, तर त्या पाईप मधून काय करतात, गॅस कलेक्ट केला जातो. In winter, warm water may be added to accelerate the process of fermentation. In winter, warm water is added to the digester tank. The biogas plant are built in several different configurations, simple to complex, small to large. Now, with this brief introduction about the biogas plant, let us see fixed dome type biogas plant. The fixed dome type biogas plant is shown in this figure. Now you can see this figure. You see, this is the figure here. I have magnified that figure. So you can see this is the main part. This is actually digester, or what we can say biogas plant. Now here this indicate ground level. This is actually ground level. So the digester is well inside the ground. ग्राउंडच्या जमिनीच्या खाली त्याला काय केलेलं असतं, गाडलेलं असतं थोडक्यात असं म्हणता येईल आपल्याला. सो नाउ दिस फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज इनलेट मिक्सिंग टँक फॉर बायोमास अँड वॉटर. सो फ्रॉम this is the tank, and this tank is connected to the digester by means of a pipe. So, and this is handle actually. So whatever biomass is feed into this tank along with the water, then that can be त्याला रोटेट केल्यानंतर काय होईल ते, it is well mixed, and after mixing the biomass and water, the mixture is fed to the inlet tank through this pipe. So second number is this first is the tank, inlet mixing tank. Second is stirrer with handle. So this is the stirrer, and the handle, this is the handle is there, and this is stirrer. So with the help of handle we can rotate that so as to mix the biomass to be fed to the digester. Then third is inlet pipe. This is inlet pipe. This is inlet pipe. Then fourth one is digester. Then in the digester we have shown this biomass slurry. Biomass slurry इथं आहे, सगळं गाव जो त्याचा जमलेला आहे सगळं बायोमासचा, तो या ठिकाणी असतो. Then 5 is stirrer. This inside the digester again there is a big stirrer. Big stirrer is there. So this is actually stirrer. हे जे आहे ते काय, हे आहे stirrer. And then 6, this is the handle for the stirrer. So with the help of stirrer, with the help of handle, we can rotate the entire stirrer. We can stir the material inside the digestion so as to have well mixing, isn't it? Now next is, we can see here, after After fermentation process is complete, what happens? In the upper portion of the digester tank, in the upper portion of the tank, the gas is collected. Gas is collected in the upper portion, and then this, whatever produced gas is there, this gas can be taken out through the gas outlet pipe. So, and this in turn can be given to further systems which are to be operated. So it may be turbine, it may be generator, or whatever it may be there, isn't it? So it is given. Now next is this 7 number. Where is 7? We can see here. This 9. 9 is this discharge window. This is discharge window. This is discharge window. So residual of the biomass after production of the biogas, this residues, whatever are there, that are required to be removed from this plant, so as to make the space available for the incoming biomass, isn't it? So this whatever residues material is there, this material can be taken out from the this window, and this window is called a discharge window, isn't it? And then this 8 is damper for the 9 discharge window, and this 10 is slurry discharge tank. इथून काय केलं जातं, ही जी स्लरी जी इथे जमलेली आहे सगळी, ती स्लरी बाहेर काढून ती फेकली जाते बाहेर. सो दिस इज अबाउट फिक्स्ड डोम बायोगॅस प्लांट. Now you can see here the inlet tank 1, which is above the ground level, receives the feed biomass and water. The stirrer 2 with the handle is used for stirring the mixture to form the slurry. The slurry is fed into digester via inlet pipe. In fixed dome type digester, biogas plant, the digester and the gas collector are enclosed within the same chamber. So in fixed dome type digester plant मध्ये काय असतं, digester, gas collector, these are all enclosed in the same chamber. The digester is conveniently built below the ground level in comparatively cooler zone, as shown in the figure. The stirrer 5 mixes the slurry in the digester. The biogas generated by anaerobic digestion of the biomass in the digester is collected in the upper half of the digester tank. The upper dome is fixed type, hence it is called as biogas plant, is called as fixed dome type biogas plant. The biogas is delivered via gas outlet pipe 7. हे तुम्हाला मग सांगितलं. After conversion to the biogas, the residual spent slurry is discharged by opening the damper 8 provided on the discharge window. In such a fixed dome type biogas plant, there is no provision for expansion of gas in the dome. So hence such a plant can be used for small and economic size biogas plant. And since the dome is fixed, since this is actually this is dome actually, so this is fixed. So whatever gas is collected here, whatever gas is collected here, gathered here, that gas has to be removed. Otherwise, there is no space for expansion of the gas. So it has to be taken out. And that's why it is called as fixed dome type biogas plant. Hence the plant, because of this puts the limitation on the plant that it is used for small economic size biogas plant up to size of 0.5 to 2 meter cube per day. 0.5 to 2 मीटर क्यूब इतकाच गॅस त्यामध्ये कलेक्ट होऊ शकतो. एकदा कलेक्ट झाले की काढून घ्यायचं बाजूला. Such a type of fixed dome type biogas plant has been adopted on large scale in China, and hence it is sometimes called as Chinese model, or it is also called as Janta model. The digester, inlet tank, etc. are built in reinforced cement concrete, RCC मध्ये ते बांधलेलं असतं, or simply with the bricks, masonry and cement. As an example, Khadi and Village Industry Commission model of capacity 3 meter cube per day biogas plant. The digester is 4.15 meter high, 1.6 meter diameter, and volume is 8.34 meter cube. Is constructed in brick masonry, 23 centimeter thick and cement model, inlet pipe of 0.1 meter diameter and 4 meter long. Inlet tank is of 0.75 meter diameter and 1 meter high. Outlet pipe of 0.1 meter diameter and 1.1 meter long. Gas holder is 1.5 meter diameter and 1 meter high. हे कशाचं आहे? जनता मॉडेल किंवा खादी मॉडेल, खादी ग्रामोद्योग मंडळाने जे केलेलं जे बायोगॅसचं प्लांट आहे तो या साईजचा असतो. नॉर्मली जे आपण खेडेगावमध्ये वगैरे बघतो, काही ठिकाणी जिथे कुठे बायोगॅस प्लांट सुरुवातीला इन्स्टॉल केले गेले होते, तर त्या प्लांटची साईज जी आहे ती साधारणतः या साईजची असायची. जस्ट फॉर इन्फॉर्मेशन इट इज गिवन. So with this we will stop here. In the next period we will be discussing about wind energy. So let us stop here now.